for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the Gainswave ED treatment today.
Harrell & Harrell is a law firm that has been part of this community for almost 30 years. We are dedicated to working hard for you. If you've been injured, make one call to Harrell & Harrell, anytime, day or night, 251-1111. Offices, Jacksonville.
Eggnog in the carpet, wine on the sofa, dingy-looking tile and grout? No problem. Call Zero Res. Zero Res technicians are cleaning freaks. Over 2,600 Google reviews with a 4.9 stars. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Defense wins championships. This is the Defensive Player of the Game, presented by Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
A.J. Boye left it all on the field for Jacksonville. The teal and black cornerback was everywhere on defense as he tallied 7 total tackles, with 6 being solo, and also had 1 pass defended. Houston may have gotten across the water, but you weren't getting past this 6-foot corner. A.J. Boye is your Superior Fence and Rail's Defensive Player of the Game.
Searching for a fence? Challenge yourself to find a fence company with more positive online reviews than Superior Fence and Rail. With over 750 total online reviews and a 4.8 out of 5 review average, Superior Fence and Rail is superior. So take the online challenge or let their professional team show you what superior service looks like. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Hey, get in from my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC, the #1 Buick GMC dealership in Jacksonville, FLA. Why? The most inventory, more cars, more trucks, more SUVs than anybody, and best price guarantee. Nimnick's been serving and donating to our community for 78 years. Almost 8 decades, man. No one cares more about their customers before and after the sale. Black Friday savings event. I just said it. Going on now. So stop by Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway today or shop the biggest savings vehicles online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. That's NIMNICHT BuickGMC.com. We want to buy your vehicle even if you don't buy ours. Bring in your vehicle today for a free cash appraisal. That's right. GMC, we are professional grade. So do yourself a favor. Be smart about it. If you're in the market for a car, truck, or SUV, Nimnick Buick GMC. Nimnick Buick GMC, gang. Go see them today. They're new name. Hey, Buick.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASE certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
And welcome back to another episode of Potty Talk with our current champion. So what's your secret to your perfect plumbing proficiency?
It's simple, really. Roland Reach Plumbing is always the right answer.
Roland Reach Plumbing, 260-7059.
Hacker here. This Friday, come join the XL Primetime crew live for the Sonny's Barbecue Pitmaster Tour Live from Sonny's Barbecue in Brunswick, Georgia at New Jessup Highway. Stop by for lunch and come enjoy amazing new menu items and get some tips and recipes from the Pitmasters themselves.
Instant Keys offers honest professional locksmith service for lost, broken, or spare keys. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealer-level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. 722-1111.
Listen up, Jacksonville. Beaver Chevrolet is expanding and looking for the best of the best to join our family. Maintain your work-life balance, enjoy a positive atmosphere, and earn industry-leading pay. Our WOW opening of the month is for experienced mechanics. How about a $10,000 signing bonus? That's right, experienced technicians can take advantage of a $10,000 signing bonus. If you're ready to join the team, call General Manager Brett Morgan at 904-245-1422 or just stop by Beaver Chevrolet.
This is your boy at Big Game James 36. Join me and Denny Thompson on 1010XL's Facebook page immediately following every game this season for our instant reaction. Whether Duval wins or loses on Sunday, we'll be live on 1010XL's Facebook page the minute it's over, talking to you. Thanks to Mr. Chubby's Wings and the Lemon Peppers.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back to the program. It was a big day in the National Football League yesterday, besides the Jaguars falling to Houston.
Were there other games after that one? I'd stop watching.
Yeah, you really do, man. It gets you. But I watched a lot, and the officiating is so ass bad. I'll give you another example, and I apologize for that comment. The Jets tight end. What happened to? Didn't we say at the beginning of last year that we were going to let our eyes tell us if it's a catch or not a catch? Didn't we say that? So I'm watching yesterday, and the Jets and the Dolphins. I don't care who wins. I could care less. I get a kick out of both teams being bad. And Ryan Griffin, I think is his name, the tight end who got a couple against the Jags, makes a catch in the back of the end zone. And, I mean, the ball barely moves, and they come back and say, oh, no, that's not a catch. He caught the ball. Trust your eyes. What is going on around here? I'll give you another one. In the game last night, a running back for
Gus Edwards.
New England.
Gus Edwards.
Was it Michelle? Who was it? Anyway.
Oh, for James White?
James White, I think, is falling down. He slipped at about the 3-yard line, and he kind of but nobody touched him, Pros. So he crawled, and a Ravens player reached down and just barely touched him as he was putting the ball across the goal line. So the play is under review. They don't call it touchdown. The play is under review. And our expert ref comes on and says, well, they can review if it's a touchdown or not, but they can't move the ball up to get the spot right because it's non-reviewable. What? So, in other words, we can check to see if it's a touchdown, but if it's not a touchdown, it goes back to the wrong position because we can't make it right because of it's not a reviewable play. What are we doing for the love of all that is football and right? It's just ridiculousness. It's driving me nuts. And because yesterday we did our work on the Jags, and we had a break in between before we did the late shows last night on TV. So I got to view a little of the red zone, and I mean, bad call after bad call after bad call. I'll tell you another one. That wasn't a bad call, but I was watching some kickers are missing kicks this year.
Yeah, they are.
They're missing kicks.
I don't like the extra point. The hard work should be making a touchdown. We're determining games because there's a 33-yard kick.
Yeah.
It's like they're upping the importance. Take the extra point away then.
Yeah.
I don't like a game being decided because an idiot kicker can't make a 32-yarder.
The Colts have a tough decision.
You're not alone in that sentiment.
I mean, it's okay if it's a field goal because you've worked yourself there, but it's hard to score a touchdown. It's indiscriminate to reward teams differently because of a kicker.
I know it's laces out, but
no, not that bad.
Adam Vinatieri.
He's got to go, dude.
He's got to go.
Yeah.
By the way, Adam, you're ruining your listen, you want to be the Hall of Fame kicker, bro?
In fairness to Adam Vinatieri, I think he would have walked away earlier this year, and they kind of talked him off the ledge to stay around.
They need to push him back out there.
Push him back out on the ledge.
He's cost him 2 games.
I know that, yeah.
So, anyway, the Colts lose, which is a good thing, unless you pick them in the Friday 5-pack. So, but Lace is out, but Vinatieri misses. The Myers kid blew one in Seattle for a victory.
3.
3?
He missed 3.
I mean, so, the kicking. I thought, it's hard to be critical of a guy who's made 25 in a row or whatever it is, but I thought Lambeau should have kicked the ball. I don't like him stopping on that. I mean, the ball got down. Yeah. You're focused. You follow through. I got to ask Scobes about that one. So I think you got to take a shot at it. If you're ultra-focused as a kicker, you're not watching as Logan Cook's step got up a little bit, it doesn't matter. It would have gave us 6 instead of 3. Whoop-de-doo. But back to the Jags, and just a bad day for them. Leonard didn't get going because they couldn't keep the ball because Houston dominated time of possession. It's just sort of played out a lot like the Florida-Georgia game the day before. It drove me nuts.
Listen, I said this. I started the show with this. Let's look bigger picture at the Jags. Jacksonville, we have a Houston problem. We had 3 points yesterday.
They've been
had
swept.
12, had 3 in the season finale, and 7 last year. The Jags have
25 in 4 games.
They've scored less in 4 games than Houston scored yesterday. And by the way,
Romeo Crennel's a Jag killer.
Deshaun Watson is the best quarterback in the division by a long way. Get used to what happened yesterday. Unless there's a major turn, get used to sucking on Houston's exhaust.
Yeah, we got to figure that one out.
We're nowhere near the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I'm convinced of that after watching yesterday. Yesterday, a game with equal importance.
Yeah.
I got one quarterback with his eyeball half kicked out of his head.
Right.
Dominating a big, bad defense.
Yeah.
While my offense does nothing.
If he's in 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, it's over. It's hard to stop
You
that.
can't.
I don't know.
And you bring up a pet peeve right now. The Jaguars 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 can't do anything, can they?
Yeah.
I mean, what happened to slamming the ball up in and getting the first down?
Yeah.
Like San Diego did all day to Green Bay yesterday.
Again,
San Diego Chargers
and
of Los
don't
Angeles.
give me the O-line. I mean, they put up a stat at one point yesterday. Minshew had 24 dropbacks and was totally clean. No hurries, no hits, no sacks. Now, it changed over the next 10, but that's because Jacksonville got so far behind, they pinned their ears back and went and got him. I just don't think that Houston defense is that good that they would allow only 25 points in 4 games. That's on the Jags.
Exactly. It's on something them knowing about us. Maybe Doug Marone ought not be such good friends with Bill O'Brien.
You have to end the friendship, Doug.
He looks right into his soul.
Yeah.
His soul crushes him.
I don't know what's going on there.
But yeah, because this was so important yesterday, this game, we're losing sight of the fact now. This is a pretty healthy stranglehold that Houston has over Jacksonville. And they have a better team in your division.
Yeah.
It's crisis time when it comes to that opponent.
Well, again, now the backs are against the wall. I had thought going into this 3-game divisional round robin that we needed to go 2-1 at worst and get to 6-5, and I still believe that. And so you better figure out a way. Now you got to go 2 Indy and 2 Nashville. Well, I got news for you. Nashville's the same team as the Jags, and you haven't had a whole lot of success up there in Music City. So good luck with that one. All right, we're going to come back, continue our discussion. We'll see what's trending.
Do we have I know they have just a brutal travel schedule from London. Have we heard from Tony?
Maybe today,
is
maybe
he today
tomorrow.
or tomorrow?
We're not sure. I heard from him at 3:47 a.m.
Well, is that when he was just arriving?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know do we want to get the tired, grumpy Tony? He could be a bear on the Monday after a big loss.
I
don't think anyone can tell
like
the difference.
that?
I like to poke the bear.
Oh, well,
but I'm not going to stir him. He does need his beauty sleep. He looks terrible.
I'm seeing on the text line some interesting suggestions for the FSU. Jack Del Rio, Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Brent Venables, if you want to go one of those assistants.
Oh, yeah. Elliott or Venables are the 2 Clemson assistants that you would go after if you want to try to weaken your opponent. And Venables has a son playing at Clemson, and he makes a boatload of money.
He's elected a couple times in his career to remain a coordinator.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, coming back with more right here on The Drill.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Listen to 92.5 FM on Alexa. Say, Alexa, open 92.5 FM Jacksonville skill. And hear special messages from 1010XL personalities. You must say, Alexa, open 92.5 FM Jacksonville skill to initiate.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here. It's the biggest and final store-wide sale of 2019 at Diamonds Direct, and it's coming next weekend. So mark your calendars, gang. November 1, 5, 1, 6, and 1, 7, 15, 16, and 17. They say they're holding nothing back, man. A jewelry sale unlike anything you've ever seen. You get Diamonds Direct's unbeatable price plus 20% off virtually everything. It's a 3-day, $30 million fine jewelry event, extra savings store-wide. All rings, all earrings, all bands, all bracelets, all pendants, all gemstone jewelry, all pearl jewelry, thousands of engagement rings. Think about it. You get Diamonds Direct, already amazing value price, plus an extra 20% off, case after case of amazing savings. The selection is like double the norm. Dozens of world-class designers. Make no mistake, the biggest and best jewelry sale of the year at Diamonds Direct. If you're getting engaged or upgrading a ring, this event is an absolute must. Special aggressive financing available as well. It's 3 days next weekend, November 15th, 16th, and 17th at Diamonds Direct.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. And folks, the new Dagwood sandwich has a little bit of everything. Almost like they couldn't decide and somebody said, let's just throw it all in there. But as crazy as it sounds, it's actually pretty tasty. Black Forest ham, Genoa salami, pepperoni, smoked turkey, provolone, and cheddar cheese, all on the softest bread on the planet. So the next time you're out and about, make it a fresh Dagwood sandwich from Dandy and do it today.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how they maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. Now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes with a Section 179 tax deduction when you buy new Kubota construction equipment by December 31st.
Greater power for the great outdoors. Coastal Equipment.
At Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road in Jacksonville, and now also in McClenny.
Here's a quick tip from your fast file bankruptcy expert, Don Dufresne with the law offices of Parker & Dufresne. It's never easy to rebuild your credit, but it is possible. At Parker & Dufresne, we recommend you utilize a secured credit card, then pay down your debts on time and pay more than your minimum payment due. Find more quick tips at jackslawcenter.com or call us at 904-733-7766. Relief, restore, renew. Parker & Dufresne, offices Jacksonville.
Postgame Monday on 1010XL is brought to you by Dandy Foods, makers of the world-famous Classic Cuban. Everybody loves a classic.
This is the Mangler. By now you've heard my commercial for Advanced Disposal on our need for CDL drivers. As a result, we've added some good drivers to our team. However, we still have some positions to fill. We're looking for CDL drivers in Northeast Florida, especially in Clay County, St. Johns County, and yes, Duval. Come be a starter on our team. Earn a solid wage and get full benefits. Head to our website, advanceddisposal.com/careers, and get signed up today. That's advanceddisposal.com/careers.
Equal opportunity employer.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jet Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
Hacker here with a game changer for you. Oh my gosh, the massage chairs at Mattress Recliner Fit 123 are out of this world. I tried firsthand one of their many models and it did not disappoint. If you're feeling sore, stressed, maybe you have a bad back, or just want to relax, do yourself a favor and stop in today and try one. They will let you demo one of these wonderful massage chairs, no strings attached. Visit their store for the fall savings event, 10 to 50% off. Find the fit for you at Mattress Recliner Fit 123.
Welcome to Moe's! Sick of spending most of your lunch break waiting in a slow drive-thru line? Swing by Moe's Southwest Grill drive-thru for fast, fresh food made to order, featuring smart drive-thru technology and personalized fast service. Order in 10 seconds or less. Save your favorite customized menu items and recall past orders for faster service. Stop spending so much time in drive-thrus waiting for your meal. Enjoy your meal. Visit a Moe's drive-thru near you in Bartram Park, St. John's Town Center, and Brunswick, Georgia today.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm B for 1010XL. This update brought to you by USA Energy Savers Solar.
Division, Jags fall to 4-5 with a 26-3 loss to the Houston Texans yesterday in London. Jags head into the bye, then go to Indianapolis. When they return, Nick Foles will be cleared for the comeback, and Doug Marrone after the game yesterday said he'll take his time with this pending quarterback decision.
I'm going to step away a little bit and take a break because I don't have to make a decision or have time. And then I'll tell them probably right before we come back on Sunday, we'll be able to discuss where we're going to go.
Yesterday, the Florida State Seminoles fired head coach Willie Taggart. He was 9-12 in his 21 games as the Seminoles head coach Odell Higgins takes over on an interim basis. It's 8:01 and 66 degrees. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Heating and Air. Stay cooler with Bueller. More of the drill coming up next here on 1010XL.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, a lot of questions on this Monday. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. I have a question. How does a sideline altercation between a Jaguar player, A.J. Boye, and a Houston coach, whoever it was, end up being a near fist fight between Leonard Fournette and Ronnie Harrison? Can you explain that one to me? That's kind of lost in the debacle that was yesterday. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Straight Up 8. Jags played pathetic yesterday. It's the first time we can say that this year. Just completely outclassed. First time all year I hated them yesterday. That's how I roll. But I don't know what happened there at the end of the game. It's just kind of lost in the shadows. It's normally wouldn't be a big deal, Hick, but this is a team that has shown a loss of composure many times, through the years. So I don't know. It looked like it settled down once they got over there. But Boye was hot, I guess, about something that one of the Houston coaches had said.
I thought I continue to tip my cap to A.J. Boye. I think he's played excellent football for the Jags this year and did a great job yesterday on DeAndre Hopkins.
Jags have not been it's early, but they have not been impacted by not having Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah,
they have the same record that they would have. Now that, there's going to be a game along the way where that might not be the case.
On Twitter, shout out to Dim Eye Guitar Guy. He made Peter King's Tweets of the Week.
Okay.
And the great thing is he sent the tweet to me, so on Peter King's column.
You love that.
Yes. I get giddy about that
your
stuff.
icon there.
Yeah, it's at Prisco, at Hicken.
Oh, nice.
At Hayes.
Good.
And it's a...
you have a local friend, Dan.
It's a tombstone.
Uh-huh.
And it says Minshew Mania, November 3rd, 2019.
I wouldn't go that far, but I do. Listen, it makes a lot easier. It makes a decision that I'm sure the Jaguars were going to make. An easier one. You don't do it for the fans, but it's a lot easier now to make this choice. It's going to take away any blowback, I think, right?
Yes.
What does the poll say? You're running a poll now, and you fans are fickle, boy. I love you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, last week you were all Minshew should have the job. Minshew should have the job. Now this week it's almost 100% Foles. That'll happen when
84% on the
Minshew yesterday played bad.
Poll question of the day presented by Lockett Law DUI and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow 85898. It is all Nick Foles now. Let's go with Foles. So that's where we are with that one.
Well, that makes sense, and I'm sure that the Jaguars. I'm a little surprised that Doug Marrone's even going to let it linger. I don't know who he thinks he's serving. Why not just say?
Well, again, let's not make an emotional decision. Let's.
Well, I mean, it's not the emotional decision would be to stay with Gardner Minshew. That's the only. That would have been the decision all along.
Yeah.
Well, he's put up good stats. Yesterday, though, it almost sets up so that they can make a transition without.
Right.
Obviously not by design by any stretch.
They have the Colts next. It's a huge game. It's at Indy, and the Jags are going to have to find a way to win. A couple other things from the NFL. Let's talk about the NFL for just a second. It was a crazy day, as always. That we've mentioned this guy before, that New York Post or Daily News guy, Manish Mehta.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Went after Gase? I can understand why. I mean, they are getting embarrassed. And then he said after the game, Adam, it's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Well, it is, Adam. It is something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Miami has literally traded away just about all of their talent. We've been saying this year they play hard though, Hick.
One of the guys
keep playing hard, and you bear fruit.
It's not good news for Miami. You don't want to win, but they won. But the coaches and players do. So Miami this week will probably need to go ahead and make a trade or two and lessen the roster to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Have to be outright release now.
Yes.
There's no trading.
We're going to have to.
There's a trade deadline.
If we got to do that, then we got to do that. But yeah, after Kenyon Drake had such success,
You want to lose? Make sure you lose. Go back to Rosen.
yeah. Oh boy, But anyway, so the Jets, you got to understand, Miami gutted their roster. The Jets improved their roster.
So they thought.
And then they go down there and just get beat. So right now, Cincinnati's 0-8, Washington's 1-8, Atlanta's 1-7, the Jets are 1-7, and Miami's 1-7.
This is like the most intense run we've had, like with the most contenders for the worst team in the league in a while.
Yeah.
And we know this from good experience here in Jacksonville.
We're
There's
used
usually
to it.
only 2 or 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just named like 6 teams with 1 win.
5 of them. Well, yeah, 4 of them. Chase Young is a wild card, but there'll probably be a couple quarterbacks that go in the top 5. So it will be interesting to see what happens. But they are killing Adam Gase, and there are 2 coaches getting killed today, Adam Gase and Freddie Kitchens. Cleveland, this is shocking to me, is worse this year than they were last year record-wise at this point. And again, to go and lose to Denver when Denver is starting a kid who hasn't started a game since like the Liberty Bowl.
One Jaguar 6-rounder did get a win yesterday.
Yeah, the wrong one, but yeah, he did. Brandon Allen finally got a start and got a win. You guys were right. They should have been playing him all along. So Cleveland is a hot mess. They have a safety who's going to smoke a reporter. At least he said so on Twitter.
He said worse than that.
Yeah. So that was a little odd. So that was interesting. The Patriots lost their first game finally. So, they stepped up in competition. And Baltimore's for real, a contender, a legit contender, I think is fair to say, in the AFC.
Yeah, it snaps a pretty impressive streak by Bill Belichick coached teams. They had won 21 games in a row when the opposing quarterback was in his first or second year.
You know who else has done a tremendous job coaching this year who always gets criticized?
John Harbaugh.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row, back to 4-4, right?
For those guys to be 4-4, and because I don't think that quarterback is very good at all. The guy playing for, and then the guy behind him, they won a game with the guy behind him, and they didn't have their running back yesterday, Connor. The Steelers are 4-4, so he's done a nice job.
They were running some like former tight end at running back.
Right.
Edmonds yesterday was
Don't look now, but
Edwards.
Here come the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles. They have won 2 in a row, got to 4-5, and they're thinking they're in the hunt. The Raiders won despite John Gruden, who Detroit with no timeouts left, needing a touchdown to send the game into overtime, clock ticking down, furiously have to set up for a play at the 2 or 3 yard line of Oakland, and John Gruden calls a timeout to let them set their play.
Well, we saw Kingsbury do the same thing with Arizona on Thursday.
I mean,
why would John Gruden call?
I don't know.
Well, listen,
I don't know.
In fairness,
yes, sir.
Whatever adjustment, I'm sure it had to do with some defensive adjustment his team was making. He certainly wasn't trying to do Detroit any favors, and I'm sure he thought they didn't have the right defense on the field, and they did come in and defend that last play and win the game. So maybe what we criticize as looking like a dumb timeout saved him.
I think we're set up for a wonderful NFC postseason with teams like the Niners, the Seahawks, Russell Wilson playing at an unbelievable level, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks. Tremendous performance yesterday. I think Seattle and San Fran go this week. The Rams right there at 5-3. The Saints at 7-1. Carolina is a good football team. I don't know if they're great, but they're a good team. They have an MVP candidate. Where would they be without Christian McCaffrey? He's tremendous.
Boy, that Titans-Panthers game played almost exactly like the Jags-Panthers.
And then McCaffrey shot up the middle.
I mean, it was just like, like 10. You try and you would keep it within 1, and you never really feel like you're going to win it, but technically you're still alive, and then McCaffrey slams the door with a long touchdown.
Yeah, so a lot of good storylines going on in the National Football League.
I don't remember the league ever separating. Like, there's no middle very much. I mean, in other words, in the NFC South, 7-1, 5-3, and then 2-6, 1-7.
Yeah.
You know, NFC East, 4-3, 5-4, 2-6, 1-8. I mean, and the AFC has a bit of that going too. It's just there's more bad teams this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a loss. By the way, just to make it a little bit worse.
Please.
Again, by far the only time this year the Jags could look pathetic, anemic, frustrating. That was yesterday. I don't know what in the world happened yesterday, but it was bad.
By the way, Laramie Tunsil didn't play yesterday. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And neither did the receiver.
Well, they did. I thought they did a good job putting pressure on Watson. They just couldn't corral him, you know? Yeah, Will Fuller has been out. So, yeah, that wasn't even a Houston team at full strength. I forget where I was going.
Oh.
Darn it.
And then Carlos Hyde ran for $160. Great play by Jared Wilson. Give him credit.
Running him down and knocking the ball out.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't like Carlos Hyde. I'm sorry. I thought he jaked it here. I thought he was.
Yeah, it seems to me that the Jags didn't have the right plan for Carlos Hyde. I don't know why. Suddenly he'd be a good teammate and a hard runner, and here he wasn't. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I never heard anything specific about him like you hear from time to time.
Well, here's a couple things that I know. All right, so he turned sour in Cleveland, right?
He did?
So, yeah. So he lost his job, so they traded him. Chubb was better. Hyde went to the bench. He pouted. They traded him. We took him. He pouted while he was here, so we traded him. He pouted in Kansas City because he couldn't win the job. They traded him. He has to be the guy. When he's the guy, and he got the job by default in Houston because of injury, now he's the guy and he's happy. And he ran great, don't get me wrong. He also, I don't know, I don't like guys who he was supposed to be on one of our television shows and was a no-show, one night. I don't
Last
like
year?
that. Yeah, I don't like that stuff. So anyway, but he had a good day yesterday. But I love Jared Wilson.
He's had a good.
Yeah,
it's clear he's got a little mad on for the Jags. It seems like because he doesn't seem that demonstrative when I'm watching Houston play other teams, but against the Jags he seems to enjoy those. Gosh, he probably ran for 250 yards against the Jags this year in 2 games.
Yeah, he probably did.
So
he probably did.
This hurts in so many ways, though. I'm please just can we just? I know it's hard, and part of what we do here is based on this magical 2-letter word. But I am so tired with this football team using the word if. God, I'm so sick of it. Well, if they beat the Colts, they're back to 5-5.
Oh, yeah.
If they can win the next 2, everything will be if.
Right.
No, let's just be real here. This football team's about to go 7-9. And we're going to pick in the middle of the first round, and we're still going to be behind Houston because they have an awesome quarterback, man. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
And there are always going to be people, because it's the argument's going to suit us because Houston's so much better, that are going to remember that Deshaun Watson was there for the taking.
And Minshew, by the way, struggled so badly yesterday. His year ratings have tumbled. He's down to a 92 rating, just ahead of Kyler Murray. And
that's probably like almost 20th, isn't it?
And Marcus Mariota. Oh, yeah, he's way down there.
Yeah, so Minshew did his job.
Yes, he did.
This shouldn't be there's no feeling bad for Minshew. This kid wasn't ready for this. He's not.
He did great.
He did great.
Yeah, he won 4 games for us.
Correct. And there's a lot of charm about him.
Yeah,
and obviously he's a personality.
Yeah.
And this season right now, if they'd have just stood with Cody Kessler, we'd be 2-7.
Oh, God.
And it'd be over, and it'd just be awful.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's just frustrating, but it's not a complete debacle.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say if they can get hot and win 3 in a row, but that's what it takes. And we're living again on ifs.
Right.
So buy stock in if and hope it comes in, because the Jaguar season now is just an if. What did you make of Shad Khan's comments yesterday?
Well, do you have them there? Can we pull them up?
Beef, do you have the specific
He had a couple
quotes from Shad did an interview every year in London.
On Saturday, yeah.
Every year in London, he sits down with the media for 20 minutes in his hotel suite, and they allows them to go one-on-one. He didn't talk a ton about.
It was interesting that he said, I told them to draft a quarterback.
But they've been doing that every year, though.
Well, I mean, 2 years.
No,
who was before Tanner Lee?
Brandon Allen.
Wasn't the year before?
Well, 16, 18, 19.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting because he seems to have gotten involved a little bit more on the football side. I've got the quotes here.
It seems what was just a little bit alarming is it just seems to, again, just be kind of paving the road for there's going to be 2 games in London.
Oh, that I think we've all said all
and,
along.
and we've
Yeah.
been holding out hope that maybe it'd be one road and one
Yeah.
home, and it looks more like it'll be two home.
Yeah. Con on Saturday talked about Lot J, designed to continue revamping and re-energizing downtown Jacksonville. I think that's great. Expects to break ground on it by the end of the first quarter of 2020. So by March, they should be building down there. This has been like a 50-year objective in Jacksonville to do something downtown. Okay, that's cool. We are anxious as anyone to break this curse and get something going. Con on Saturday discussed multiple off-field Jaguar topics. This is from Johnny O, by the way, on Jaguars.com. If you want to read it,
You know him, you love him.
You know him, you love him. He'll be in here later today, but he does a great job on Jaguars.com, and you get a lot of your Jaguar information there. Con said the London game remains key for the Jags, and he and President Lamping said Saturday the team hopes to extend the team's contract with the NFL to play a home game in London annually. It runs through 2020. That's fine. It is what it is, guys. It helps the franchise as far as revenue, so that's great. I think we definitely want to extend it. Con said it worked great for us. And frankly, I can't imagine not having it. No problem. The value that it has added for Jacksonville, we're talking to the league, and I'm very optimistic we're going to have an extension. Great. Let's not forget how Con has built up the stadium with the help of the city, and added a lovely Daly's Place and some other things in there. And the way the stadium is beautiful. By the way, it looks beautiful on Saturday. It's a lovely jewel, I think, in downtown Jacksonville. Con was asked if the plan would remain to have one home game in London. I think that's our plan right now, but obviously subject to change. We're going to see how this year turns out and what the right thing to do is for the franchise. Lamping said that 2020 remains a key year for the franchise in terms of local revenue. The Jaguars long have moved to get out of the bottom quarter of the NFL in that category. And Lamping on Saturday noted the three teams currently also in the bottom quartile are the Rams, the Chargers, and the Raiders. They're all scheduled to move into new stadiums in 2020. So not only protecting those things that have been implemented, but also creating new opportunities like Lot J. 2020 is a critical year for us. Question? Go ahead, Jeff.
What happened to it's on us to put a good, consistent product on the field? Have they forgotten that little line they sold us when they were just taking over and the Jags with Gus Bradley were winning 3 games? Because this hasn't exactly been a stable football product.
Right.
You gave us one stinking year, and then you took a terrible quarterback and extended him.
Yeah.
So, with all due respect to Mr. Khan in his 15 minutes he's been here in Jacksonville, I've seen 74,000 in the stadium, shoulder to shoulder. It's called the playoffs. And if you go there 3 or 4 years in a row, you might find that, your city can support 8 games. So,
not against
with
that.
all due respect, go play this crap in London for 10 years.
Is that a question or is
No.
that just a comment?
That was a raised hand comment.
I'd like you to be quiet then.
Thank
and
you.
I'll continue
Move on.
with my press
Move
conference.
along.
Yeah, I'd like you to shut the hell up.
Yeah, I mean, give us a dadgum football team worth of crap.
Khan also discussed the continuing trend of holding mega events at TIAA Bank Field. The Stones, Green Day expected to play there as part of, what is it, Beef?
The Hella Mega Tour,
The Hella
man.
Mega Tour is coming in
Hell
2020.
yeah!
Now, here's the line that raised an eyebrow.
Oh, this is pissing people off.
Okay.
He calls it like a minor league town a little bit.
What's driven this for us is we want to give the community a different experience, Khan said. Okay, also fine. That's cool. Love different experiences. Quote, obviously football, there is a limited demand for it. That's why we're playing the games here in London, that the community can't support selling out 8 games. So maybe there's something else we can do there for the hot dog vendors, the hotel rooms, all the stakeholders who make a living off the game.
That's the quote that I was more just railing about right now.
That's the quote that kind of made people go, whoa,
Again,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah.
What do you mean there's a limited demand for it?
Put a sellout product
What do you mean
on?
the community can't support selling out 8 games? Now, listen, in fairness, and again, it depends on who you're comparing yourself to, because this is an NFL league-wide problem, empty seats in stadiums. So it's not like we're the only ones, okay? And I don't think by any indication this is, well, if we don't sell out, we're going to London. I don't take that at all. I think he's very committed to Jacksonville, okay? So hear me out on both sides. But listen, Jacksonville did have a game against the Jets a couple weeks ago, and it was their last home game until December. And it was, in the middle of Minshew Mania, and we won the game, and it was exciting, and we had a relatively disappointing turnout. I would say 57,000 tickets distributed. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, and listen, I
Again.
understand all the
Tampa had like an 8-year waiting list, Dan.
Yeah.
When Dungy and then Gruden were
and
there.
I understand all the well, the water's too expensive. Well, it was hot. I get it.
No, this is the
So I'm
football
not-
product I'm talking
I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm just telling you. They got to improve their.
I guess
base
my
then.
point is this bothers me, and they're not bad about this down there. I applaud Mark Lamping and Shad Khan for the narrative that they've continued, to espouse in a city that it does look sometimes like they don't support the team. But I will say this: if you want to have top 5 attendance, have a top 5 team.
Right.
That is you're losing sight in the bells and the whistles sometimes, and every year we got to do something fancy and newer to the stadium, and that's all great. But you know what? I'd rather sit on a hard wooden bleacher, shoulder to shoulder, to watch a 13-3 team with a Super Bowl chance than to watch the biggest scoreboards in the ever show a replay of Deshaun Watson just scoring on me again.
You say that now, friend, but we've had those situations, and people don't, because of television, don't go to the games. Khan also discussed the importance of adding what he calls a better hotel experience in Jacksonville. He said a high-end hotel remains a major objective on the St. Johns River once the elevated Hartbridge ramps are demolished, which also is expected to occur in 2020. I get that all the time from executives who come in and leave town. Right now, the decision makers, the influencers, want to come to Jacksonville and get the hell out of there. It's bad for the image. It's bad for business. So that's what Shad Khan said in discussing.
Did Sean Codd think he was buying a team in Paris? It would be my next question. I mean, we never pretended to be, Barcelona here, man.
Right.
But don't come in here and start spouting off about football passion when you expect a $120 ticket to watch a 4-12 team.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't think the tickets are all $120.
Yeah, what's the average tip? You know what? They were $120. Seemed to be plenty of passion in the stadium on Saturday.
I think that the tickets are actually fairly low compared to the other NFL markets.
It's not low when you're getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
It's not low at all.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's not a ticket price low enough for that Kansas City game.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't find a ticket that would go negative numeration for the New Orleans contest.
So anyway,
and again,
interesting things about
this would be awful spoiled if we were just coming off this great run. It's only been 15 freaking years since we did anything around here.
Oh, we had a good year in 2017.
Yes, we did. It was a great year.
We hold on to that.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll come back.
Cost us $16 million. Some could argue.
Turn our attention to some college football as well, and see who else we can rankle next. Right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He's number 55, Mac in the Middle, Tom McManus.
I think what we saw Sunday.
Fridays on Jaguars Today, brought to you by McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars on 1010XL.
Looking for a truck? Then drive like a pro in a new GMC Sierra SLT Crew Cab or the new sporty GMC Terrain, fast and fun to drive. Have you seen the new Buicks? Fastest selling crossovers with luxury and performance, the Enclave, Envision, Encore, and experience the all-new Buick. Visit their website, keybuickgmc.com, or stop in at the corner of Southside and Gate. Trucktown and Tinseltown, Key Buick GMC, the only name to know for Buicks and GMCs. Our family helping your family buy cars.
Get Diamonds Direct's unbeatable price plus an extra 20% off virtually everything. Yes, it's happening next weekend, November 15th through 17th. All rings, all earrings, all pendants, all bracelets, all on sale. This is the biggest and last sale of the year. The one where they break all the rules. The selection is like double the norm. And designers are here with their entire line. All at the absolute lowest prices of the year. Plus special financing. Shop early for Christmas and save. It's November 15th, 16th, and 17th. Only at Diamonds Direct.
Off Town Center Parkway, next to the Hyatt.
I'm a lemon pepper guy.
I'm a lemon pepper guy.
I'm a lemon pepper gal.
You know who it is, and I'm a lemon pepper guy. Leon Searcy here for Wingstop. Come on, man. It's football season, and these guys have the best wings in town. Use the app and have it delivered right to your home or business. 5 locations, open until midnight, all season long. Serving up lemon pepper or any of your favorite mouth-watering flavors. Wingstop.com.
Can't stop. Wingstop. Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins.
If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein and Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Did you hear? The last 2 years, the Jaguars returned a punt for a touchdown, earning local families $100,000 towards a Dreamfinders home. Lauren Brooks here, letting you know that could be you this season. Visit any Dreamfinders Homes model and register to win the Take It to the House promotion for your chance at scoring $100,000 towards your Dreamfinders home. Dreamfinders Homes, homes built to fit your lifestyle.
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have a special offer for anyone who is buying or refinancing a home. It's not something you do every day, so you want to make sure you're getting a great deal. Trustline Mortgage will pay you $100 just to give you a free second opinion. What do you have to lose? Nothing. I know what you're thinking. How can they possibly pay me $100 just to give me a free second opinion? That's crazy. Listen, Trustline Mortgage is celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. You're in business that long because you're good at what you do. Call Trustline Mortgage today to get your free second opinion, your $100, and your peace of mind. Jumbo loans, interest-only loans, conventional, VA, FHA, credit challenge loans, bank statement loans, self-employed, purchases, refinances, you name it, we have it. Call Trustline Mortgage at 381-LOAN or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 331480.
All year long you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air we always play fair. We make the difference cause we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
I finally admitted it. My garage was a mess, full of junk. I could have done it myself, but man, am I glad we called the veterans at J-Dog Junk Removal. Frank Frangie here. My wife and I saved so much time and so much hassle having them clear the clutter. She loved how courteous they were the entire time. And now we can enjoy our garage again. Look, take it from me, clear the clutter. You'll be so glad you did. No matter how big the job, call J-Dog Junk Removal today. 844-GET-JDOG or enter your zip code at jdog.com.
Tee it high and let it fly. And come join me, my friends, at the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. Boy, it's in good shape, and this is a great time of year to play golf, isn't it? Weather starts to change a little bit, a little crispness, and I got a beautiful golf course for you. You will love the people at the Jointon Creek Golf Club. I mean, just so down to earth. Big practice facilities, everything you could want out of a pro shop and a snack bar. They got games out there during the week. If you want to play good golf and fun golf, then come on over to the home course. The Jointon Creek Golf Club.
Ackerman Urology has the latest options for improving men's health and vitality. Their board-certified urologists treat prostate disease and sexual health issues to ensure your confidence and wellness. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
1010XL and Beaver Chevrolet want to treat your office to a free lunch. This is Joe C. Me and Bucky from Beaver Chevy will bring Zaxby's to your workplace, and it's all on us. Just log on to 1010XL.com, click on the Wow You Lunch link, and sign up.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back. Willie Taggart released a statement yesterday afternoon. Obviously, I'm disappointed in the decision today, as I believe our future is bright at Florida State. Building a program and a culture takes time, and I regret that we will not have the opportunity to continue to coach these incredible young men. I want to thank first and foremost our student athletes. I want to thank our coaches. I want to thank the Florida State faithful. I want to thank the Florida State boosters for the – no, he didn't say that part. Pay to the order of. No, he didn't.
I'd like to thank the bounty hunters.
Yeah.
They got me.
They got me. I'm good.
Yeah, look, it's not often that you can support firing a guy after such a short tenure, but this is a different situation, Dan. And you know,
Willie
when
Taggart,
you're FSU and you don't have the kind of money that Alabama and Florida and some of these other programs would stand and just buy their way out of trouble, this is a big move for them to spend this kind of bucks, not just to get rid of Taggart, but to hire the next guy. Because I would suggest to you, if FSU now goes out and hires Mike Stoops or Mike Norvell or then I don't know if it would have been worth it.
Willie Taggart, when he was introduced, said this, quote, "It's different for me because this is not a rebuild. This is more of a realignment, if anything. Got to realign some things to get it going, but it's exciting knowing you have some really good football players in here. There are some challenges that are in front of us and bringing a group of people together for the same common cause, which is to win a championship. I'm excited about that." In other words, he set fairly high expectations. Lethal Simplicity did not work, and the program got worse. So then this summer, the AD came out and defended him and talked about how bad it was under Jimbo in the last year and how it all gone off the rails. But Willie Taggart didn't say that when he came in, and that was a miscalculation. I think he thought he would have a quick fix. Remember, the Noles lost that first game against Virginia Tech, and they got beat bad, 24-3. So that miscalculation.
And they were helter-skelter and penalties and not lined up correctly.
He also missed on his coordinators, right? The guy, Bell, was a disaster. He left to go take the job at UMass. They had a terrible, terrible offense last year. His D coordinator, Harlan Bennett, has not been good. He was not Taggart's first choice. I don't know who his first choice was, but he was not. FSU knew they had some problems on the O-line, but they didn't know how bad it was. So that hurt them as well. And then not getting a quarterback is probably the biggest miscalculation. Maybe they thought, and I think they did think they had a shot at Fields or Hurts, you know. The transfer portal was unkind to them, and losing Sam Howell. If they had Sam Howell right now, I would suggest to you that FSU would not have fired Willie Taggart. How about that? One player. I saw a stat on him, and I can't, but only he and another quarterback are the only two quarterbacks in college football who have done this year, Jeff. It's uncanny. So he has been very, very good for North Carolina, Jeff. He is completing, he's thrown for 2,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 5 picks, Jeff Prosser, at North Carolina. He's a true freshman, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes. He is a true freshman. So I think not getting him was a huge, huge loss. And then, of course, some of the things we talked about. How about this one, too? Let's not forget this. He's supposed to fix the offensive line, right? And they've got in a couple guys who are playing. That Dante Lucas is one that stands out. The Seminoles had one of the worst offensive lines last year, and Landon Dickerson transferred to Alabama and is flourishing there. So, you know, that doesn't make them look good. And then also the recruiting was going down, and that's supposed to be his strength. Remember, he was in the mix for Thibodeau, who went to Oregon. And they didn't get those kids. And so they finished, I think, 19th in the country in recruiting, which is not good for FSU. So even though Jimbo Fisher, basically in his final months at FSU, stopped recruiting, that's well known, he salvaged the first class, but the second class was worse. So those are some of the missteps, you know, some of the jokes. The play calling, the scheme. Kendall Briles coming in, no playbook. It just didn't work. Game management was bad. Using the timeouts, that stuff in game. Some media gaffes like we got to make sure our kids are hydrated. Oh, boy.
To me, the timeouts, the back-to-back timeouts on special teams, and just.
Kirk Herbstreit said this on Saturday night. I want to get this off my chest. I'm done with Florida State. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I hate the way they represent themselves.
What?
Their current roster needs to go back and watch the Bobby Bowden era because it wasn't about talking trash and fighting. That's all they do. They're the most undisciplined team you're going to watch, and they're a terrible team. They need to focus more on execution and less on chirping. All they do is chirp.
Sounds like Mr.
Fowler then chimed in, hey, they play the Canes. If you get inspired about playing your rivals at home, you're 4-4. Both teams are 4-4 and a chance to salvage. Herbstreit said, yeah, they're inspired, but they want to fight. Fowler, they wanted to wrestle. Yeah, Herbstreit, they should get into the UFC, get out of football, and go fight people. That's all those guys want to do.
Sounds like Herbstreit's walk-on son man got beaten up during the FSU Clemson game.
It makes no sense to me. I can't imagine. Willie Taggart is one of the classy gentlemen, great guy. I can't imagine what he's dealing with, that culture He's trying to steer the Titanic. Forget just winning games and trying to execute defensively and offensively. Florida State, they'll knock a guy out, hit a guy after a 20-yard gain on 3rd and 15, and blow a guy up and just stand over the top of him talking to him. It's like, bro, it's a first down. They have no awareness. I'm just done talking about them. Fowler then added that Miami had 9 sacks, and Herbstreit's parting shot was, they're done. That program is done.
Well, maybe they read that post and fired Willie Taggart because I do not think
that's a harsh. Now, FSU, by the way they played against Miami, again, I did not watch the game yet, but I talked to Drew about it, and he was disgusted. 9 sacks. He said they ran the Wildcat ridiculously too much. So, and they got blown out by the Canes. That's the bottom line. So, you can't lose at home to your rival 27-10, and 42-14, and 59-3.
They lost all the games to Clemson, Miami.
Taggart was 0-5 against the rivals.
And if he'd stuck around, he'd have been 0-6.
Yes. So not good there at all. So
all right,
anyway, a lot of reasons why. Willie Taggart.
Ox's Gator is on the line.
Go.
Claims to have a celebrity sighting. It's been a while, so let's see how this goes. Hello, Ox. Good morning.
Take it, Ox.
Good morning, Googans. I traveled yesterday to Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
I am staying at a nice place in Dallas.
Okay.
And I get into the lobby, and this is a huge hotel. It's the Gaylord.
The Gaylord in Dallas.
Huge hotel.
Got it.
I'm walking through the lobby. I'm confused. I'm pulling my bag. I can't find the check-in area. I look up, and I see someone.
Okay.
I do a double take. I immediately stopped and grabbed him by the arm, said his name, and talked to him for about 5 minutes. It's time to play America's favorite game show. Jeff, guess who I saw?
Okay. Is it a former football athlete / personality?
No. And Dan, feel free to chime in if I get something wrong. You know.
Oh, you know
I
who
know
it
who it is. Yes, I'm not.
All right. Is it a?
I do not, Jeff.
I guessed it fairly quickly though, and I think you will too.
Is it from the sports genre?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it a baseball player?
No.
Is it a basketball?
No.
Furniture player? No. All right.
So a golfer, maybe?
No.
Okay. But it's an athlete, or is this person known more as an athlete or a coach?
Neither, but in sports.
In sports.
Okay, so it's
so a broadcaster.
Yeah, it's a broadcaster.
No. Think admin.
All right, so it's an athletic director.
Yes.
All right, an athletic director. Well, I mean, I'm guessing it'd be Scott Strickland. What other AD would you recognize?
Scott Strickland. Scott Strickland.
Nice pull.
I'm walking through the lobby. I see this guy in a plaid shirt and a pair of jeans and like some Dad, New Balance shoes. I do a double take. I said, damn, that looks like Scott Strickland. I look at him again. I said, it is Scott Strickland. I grabbed his arm. I said, Scott, go Gators.
Yeah, like the rest of the world, he couldn't get out of Jacksonville fast enough.
Did you sit
down?
down?
I told him. He said, who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? And I told him, and we stood there and talked for a few minutes. I said, listen.
I'm sure an AD loves when you recognize him. He'll be your best friend.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't get recognized at the time.
Question, Ox, did you get into the brown water Saturday, yes or no? As a tradition, you know, when you got crazy drunk at the Florida-Georgia game, sat on the curb and waited for someone to come pick you up. No?
I saw some great scenes down there this Saturday.
Like you're 15 in a row that we brought this up.
34 straight sober.
He's like an elephant that way, Ox. All right, Ox, got to run. There you go. There we go. Celebrity sighting. I don't know.
Well done, Gator.
Pseudo-celebrity.
I'm disappointed you didn't say something inflammatory and get cussed by Scott Strickland.
We should have won that game.
He'll keep it friendly in the family. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Defense wins championships.
Look, their run defense is really what they wanted to focus on even before you got to the pass rush.
After the game, catch the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game.
You got to claim it.
Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
It's Diamonds Direct's biggest and final sale of the year. A 3-day, $30 million pre-holiday store-wide event. November 15th, 16th, and 17th. You get instant savings. 20% off virtually everything. Plus, top jewelry designers are flying in with their entire collections on sale. An expanded selection of rings, earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets. Lowest prices all year. Guys, shop early for Christmas. Save big. This is it. The last big sale of the year. November 15th through 17th at Diamonds Direct.
Off Town Center Parkway, next to the Hyatt.
Hey, Hicken here. For 30 years, American Transmission has been Jacksonville's go-to for all of your automotive repair needs. They are the transmission experts, but they also have a complete department of certified master technicians. They can diagnose and repair any car, truck, SUV, or fleet vehicle. If you have any automotive repair needs, American Transmission, 2 locations, 5337 Beach Boulevard or 13750 Atlantic Boulevard. Call them today, 396-3766. That's 396-3766 for a free estimate.
Former NFL quarterback David Garrard
had surgery on my left knee. Dr. Murphy has done both of them, and so he's really helped me get back to my ability to get out and move around, play with the kids, and still feel like I'm a former NFL quarterback. Started to get a little older, and things stopped working like they should, and Dr. Murphy and Southeast Orthopedic truly come in and save the day.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. I am attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Offices Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
Well, do you wake up hungry? I do. So when you wake up Jacksonville this morning, make your morning even brighter with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's hash brown scrambled burrito, maybe you've heard of it, has all the ingredients to give your morning scramble a boost. You can also get it as a hash brown scramble bowl instead. Either way, your morning will be a great one when you wake up with Chick-fil-A, especially if you order breakfast on the Chick-fil-A app. You'll earn points there for future rewards like, delicious Chick-fil-A food. So download the Chick-fil-A app, order your delicious breakfast today.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Tiffany Mapp in Jacksonville at 683-8368.
Dave Benyon here with Zero Res. My favorite part of the holidays is being with the people I love the most. Do you have someone special coming to visit you this holiday season? Do you want everything to look and feel just perfect? We at Zero Res would love to come help you do just that. We can clean your carpets, area rugs, tile and grout, sofas and chairs, and even clean and seal your granite countertops. Our schedule's filling up fast, so call us today. Right now, get your carpets cleaned for only $43 per room. And be sure to ask about the deal on tile and grout. Zero Res spelled forward and backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Rooted in the heart of the community, By Your Side Senior Care is your trusted source of quality in-home care for your loved ones. From companionship to personal care, we offer the complete solution when it comes to private duty care. And as a family-owned and operated business, you can rest assured we'll always go above and beyond to deliver the standards you and your family truly deserve. Discover all we have to offer at ByYourSideFL.com. ByYourSideFL.com.
By Your Side Senior Care.
Guys, you know you don't have to shave anymore, right? You know that there's something called laser hair removal that maybe you've heard of and maybe you thought that was something that only women do. Not the case. It's for everyone. We all have embarrassing, unwanted hair, and Ideal Image is waiting for your call. November is the month to feel grateful. With Thanksgiving just around the corner and before the holiday madness begins, Ideal Image Med Spa wants you to take care of yourself. You deserve it. And laser hair removal, such a great way to do that. Save time, save money. Their simple treatments will destroy hair follicles in a matter of minutes. You are going to save time and money, and you'll save yourself from a lifetime of shaving. Call. It's a private complimentary consultation, 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island, and St. Augustine in Diane's Marketplace. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and a great website at idealimage.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Lauren Wilkerson, a senior track and field athlete at Paxton High. Lauren is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society. Congratulations, Lauren.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back to the program. Gators lose to the Dogs on Saturday. Great atmosphere at Florida, Georgia, as always. Place was hopping around the stadium. There were tickets to be had, by the way. The scalpers had them out there, so if you wanted to go, you could go.
Inside the stadium, it looked and felt like completely full.
And I'll say this before the game. I took a celebrity photo, a selfie.
Oh, that's rare for you.
Yeah.
Must have been big time.
With a former Gator. So I was walking up the tunnel.
Okay.
Right before the game. Mm-hmm. We had done a pregame show on the television.
Fantastic work.
I thought it was pretty good.
I saw the postgame. You looked, quote, salty to me.
I was salty. It was terrific. But so I see this one guy, this one cat.
I was terrific.
Standing there all by his lonesome.
Okay.
And I walked up to him and
Lawrence Wright.
That's a good guess. That's incorrect. He's further back.
Have you seen Lawrence Wright, by the way? He's put on about 60.
I have seen Larry Wright. I love Lawrence Wright.
I do, too.
I have my hand in Sports Illustrated with Lawrence Wright.
Yeah,
very great moment in my life. One of the top 5.
It's in your scrapbook.
Yes. Linked forever.
You've made what are those deals that you put on when you make them in?
A collage.
Collage. It's in your collage.
Yes.
He's got it on his Pinterest board.
Yes.
There's no such thing.
So I was walking up the tunnel, and I saw him. He was by himself, and I went up and made him feel good. I said, they may not remember you, but I remember 3 touchdowns against these guys. How are you? And he's like, hey.
John
Nope. Nope. He's a local, not local, but he's from the area. He's from around the Northeast Florida corridor, if you will.
Okay.
He, I don't want to give you any more clues.
Theatric?
No, further back. He's a product of the 80s, the early days.
Oh, the early 80s? Or
mid-80s.
Mid-80s?
He was there when you were there.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Willie McClendon?
Nope. Scored 3 touchdowns against
Ricky Nattiel.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking running back.
Ricky the Rocket was there.
How's Ricky doing?
Ricky was doing good, man. So I said, how you doing, Ricky the Rocket? I remember
coaching?
you. I don't know what he's doing. I just talked to him.
Well, maybe
gave him a quick little.
show some interest in his life, not just a selfie.
I just wanted a selfie.
Not just a selfie. I'm going to sell this online, Ricky.
Love Ricky the Rocket. So I saw.
Ricky was a good, tough football player.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
There he is.
Yeah, he had a big game.
It's me and Ricky the Rocket.
Yeah, looks like Ricky.
There he is.
Good for you.
Yeah. Ricky the Rocket also scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did.
So
Ricky the Rocket was part of the Three Amigos.
Ricky the Rocket played that Florida-Georgia game with a bad shoulder. It was hanging.
He had dislocated that shoulder against Auburn the week before. That was the Auburn game that I'll remember forever when Florida came back from 17-0 against like 4th-ranked Auburn.
Right.
And I was sitting in the student section down at the bottom when Kerwin Bell ran it in for 2 with no time left, and there was a little old man, probably 85, 90 years old, next to me, and I picked him up and held him like this, and he was as happy as can be. His earphones flew off and broke. But he seemed to be happy that this somewhat inebriated 20-year-old was tossing him about.
You know, the sad part for Florida is they stopped DeAndre Swift. He had one 30-yard run. Otherwise, he had 25 carries for about 55 yards. They played the run as well as I've seen them play the run. And that's what's amazing to me. But Jonathan Grenard said, I played ass. And, you know, he didn't, but he did not get any sacks. So
I think it's noteworthy that LSU and Auburn, the two best teams Florida's played, that very highly thought of defense hasn't performed. So I think that's because you're facing, a lot better talent on the other side of the ball with those two teams than you will against any other team, including Auburn, who was, harmed by a freshman quarterback. I think Auburn will play with Georgia in Auburn.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not. This is with all due respect to Georgia and their hopes, but this ain't going to be a national title playoff year for Georgia.
You don't get that feeling.
I don't think. No, they look, like a good team, a top 10 team.
Their offensive line was dominant.
Yeah. And it has not played great.
No.
South Carolina got pressure on them.
In terms of pass protection.
I would put it on. Listen, this isn't just on skin. I think Florida's defense they choked a bit. I mean, South Carolina put pressure on Jake Fromm. Kentucky held Jake Fromm to 35 yards. Granted, in a rainstorm, and granted, Swift was running for 170.
Grantham did not do well. I think he's 0-4 against Georgia all time. So, it was. And one other thing, again, and we, certainly did not have anything to do with the loss, but it was some really bad officiating. There were, of course, the catch that wasn't. It was an incomplete pass, any way, shape, or form. And everybody saw it, and the refs, the gutless refs, told Dan Mullen, well, that came from Birmingham, so we don't know why it was a completion, which is unacceptable.
That was, I mean,
the
honestly,
pass interference on C.J. Henderson was a joke, and then to not call it when Florida's going down the other side when the exact same play happened was ridiculous, and Kyle Pitts on 4th down was ridiculous. There's a bad spot as well. So all those SEC.
The catch is one of the worst calls.
Yeah.
I've never been more surprised at a call not being overturned.
But
in my
before
life.
you all immediately jump to the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures and start attacking, just so you know, it's not the reason why Georgia won. It's just being pointed out. It's a lot like the South Carolina-Florida game where Florida got breaks and South Carolina fan was incensed. And it's okay to be incensed when it's bad officiating, and everyone would agree it was bad officiating. The officiating was terrible.
Yeah, I know sitting in my stands because this is a game where, and by the way.
Listen to me closely. The officials at my son's high school game Friday night did 100 times better job than those SEC A-clowns did Saturday and some of the NFL guys like Cleat and the boys did Sunday.
One of the hardest.
I'll take it off the air.
Well, it's one of the hardest things about a game like
Shout out to the local refs.
One of the hardest things at a game like Florida-Georgia is when it is just so maddening and frustrating and annoying to be in a stadium where there's a lot of the other team's fans around. Like when you're the visiting fan, you expect it, so you don't put yourself in that position all that much.
Half and half is different.
Half and half is different. And they were nothing but appropriate. I mean, happy and cheering.
Sure.
But when you're sitting here, there's a couple of them high-fiving like over your head, or when they're screaming, a blind man can see that's a catch. Which is what fans do.
Yes.
I mean, everyone was, again, there's only one guy jerk enough to hate Georgia in the whole world to me. And I'm not going to do him the service of naming his name. He's just a jerk. But everyone else at the game, a Georgia fan, you know who it is.
Oh,
you know the biggest jerk in history is just a jerk. And it's most people have fun football conversations. Some people don't have the maturity or the intellect to have those. They're just jerks.
Oh,
but I didn't have any of that in the stands. The Georgia and the Florida fans, it's a game the civility at the game is underplayed. It's a fun game.
I will say this right before the game, and I had this feeling in about a few years. I thought it was a little Armageddon-like. Like I thought it was like Florida's ready, Georgia's ready. This thing is on. We both think we're pretty good, and we both think we're going to win. This wasn't like
it's smart. I'll tell you a smart thing.
Okay,
we entered this. We sat on the Gator on the west stands, the Gator side, but we entered on the east. It's probably smart that all the black and red's going in on one side for the most part, and all the orange and blue is going in on the other side for the most part. But it is a season now where Florida just tries to rally and go 10-2 and make a big bowl and get a little bit better recruiting, get a little bit bigger playmakers, and try again next year.
See, again, this is why I have problem with Georgia fans. They're not all of you, but
what's wrong?
Certain ones, like my friend Lee, he's stupid.
Okay,
blaming this one on the refs, huh? What did I just say, Jeff?
Yeah, you said no one is blaming it on the refs.
Georgia Lee, you are dumb. That's why you're Georgia, and your brother is such a better person than you.
He's Florida?
Yes. You're just dumb, Georgia Lee.
I don't like it when...
I just said. I'm not blaming it on the refs. Thank God for your brother. That's all I'll say. Let's go to break.
It's a Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. You can now watch The Drill and Frangie Show live every day on YouTube and Twitch. On YouTube, search 1010XL Video, all one word. On Twitch, search 1010XL Jacksonville, all one word. Watch The Drill and Frangie live 7 to 9 a.m. and 3 to 5 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!